Jai Ma. So today we spoke about like how Ma's body is not made up of 5 elements. So there is like first one example I gave, like Yogananji, Paramahansa Yogananji. He came and he asked Ma, "Who are you, Ma?" So she said, "Before this body came in this universe was the same in front of you, and after this whole creation will finish, still it will be the same." So she was always in that state of consciousness, always that. So that was one example we can say that she is beyond the 5 elements. Her body is not made up of 5 elements. And another example I gave, there was, this is a beautiful incident. There was a saint in Ma's ashram in, where was it? It was in Vindhyachal. So this saint, he was very simple. He was serving ashram and never asked anything to Ma. So one day when he was listening to one of the chapter in Gita about the Lord Krishna being the vast also. So he had a doubt that how can Krishna is in a form, and then how can one form be in all also? How is it possible? So he went to Ma to ask. So Ma said, "Baba, you never asked anything. How come this question came to you?" So she just smiled and he just went away. Next morning, he was going for toilet in somewhere outside, because those days ashrams were not having the toilet, so you have to go outside. So he was going out for that, and then when he sat at one place, he saw Ma on the stone. So he immediately stood up. Next spot he again sat. There also he saw Ma. Third, fourth, everywhere, wherever he was sitting, it was all Ma. So he said, what to do? So he started very carefully walking back. But every stone, every place, he was seeing Ma. Like exactly Krishna's in the Gita, that I am this all, this Virat Sarup. So he was so puzzled that what to do. Somehow he returned back and came to Ma and said, "Ma, you are just like making us hiding yourself. You are that. I saw you in all, everything." So these are like few incidences where we see like how she was not just limited to the 5 elements. And then I was speaking how if she was not the 5 elements body, what was she made of? What was the body of her was made of? So there is one thing in Srimad Bhagavat, it is about the Ichamay, it's not the desire, it's just the thought, pure thought. We'll discuss later. Ma used the term khayal. It's like a divine thought. So that was how her body was made up of. So then she was asked, why you came? Because if you don't have the 5 elements body, you don't have any desire, then why you came? This is a remarkable answer she gave. She said, from each and every atom of the universe, from the earth, from the water, from the trees, there was a call. There was a yearning. Ma, please save us. Come. So she said, to protect them, to save them, this body has come. So that is, and I was telling all the children that we listen, we can hear the sound of Kirtan, we can listen, hear everything, but how the call of this every atom can be heard? We cannot. But Ma was able, and there are many incidences which she was able to hear. Like one example I gave, it was in one of the ashram. It was Banaras ashram, I think, and there was some plants, the brinjal plants, eggplant plants, and they were planted, and somehow there was some construction happening, and the old wall they have to break. So all the bricks and everything fall down on the plants. So after 2 days, when Ma was resting, she immediately stood up and she rushed towards that spot and she said, remove all these bricks and all. So they were saying, why? She said, remove, remove. And then everything they removed, they found the brinjal plants. So she said, these plants were calling this body. So she could hear the call of them. Another example was one pineapple plant. It was also somewhere in Rajgir ashram. Somebody planted in a pot and something happened. It was lot of things fall on it. And that also plant came and called Ma. Ma, 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 please save. So this is, Ma just came, she incarnated because of our call. We called, each and every atom of this universe called Ma. There is no other reason. No other reason. And she's incarnation of pure love. We say in Hindi, that true meaning of love, we say the motherly love is Vatsalya. Motherly love. Vatsalya. And there is, I told them that there is one story, an incident in Devi Bhagavatam. There are many incarnations of Devis, goddesses. One of the goddess is called Shakambhari. And this goddess, the incarnation of this goddess is, the scripture says, for 100 years there was no rain, only drought. The living beings, everything was suffering, no life. There was so much call that the goddess appeared. This time the goddess appeared without any weapons and anything. Because you see Durga with Kali with some weapons. But this time the goddess did not came with any weapons. She came with vegetables, fruits in her hand. And she came and then her whole body was covered with eyes. She made herself like 1,000 eyes, goddess. And with each eye, she started crying, weeping. And when she wept, the tears came. And through the tears, the whole earth was full of water. And everything became green again. There is so much love. This story, the Bhagavatam says, Devi Bhagavatam, like it is similar, very similar to Ma's life. She just came for love. Just that reason, nothing else. It's so beautiful. So, Jai Ma.